How's everybody doing this morning? It's still pretty dark and foggy, so I thought I would explain the block on Ben the Dragger Pilot Baker's yarder down there. And I showed you yesterday had the block when the skid line went through. And the reason you do that is these slack splitter carriages, they're designed, they pull the line off of the skid drum up through the carriage and down. So from the carriage to the yarder, it's skid line. From the carriage behind and down, it's drop line. It does make a difference, trust me, when you're talking about it. But anyway, so you got to keep it slacked off. And these carriages, they will, and the way they're designed, the wheel is always turning. And when you function it, what it does is another, like an arm comes down and pushes the line down into the wheel. And I'll get a picture of a wheel. It's got a little V in it, and it pushes the line down in there, and that's what spits it out. Well, it's metal to metal, so eventually those wheels do start to wear out, and they won't pull as much. So you got to dump more off, and then so your logs are laid down, or the skid line's laying down in the chute. When the processor operator grabs it and goes to take off, you know, he grabs the log and it makes a swing and a roll and a twist, and next you know, you got your skid line all wrapped up in it, and he's pulling it down the road. And even though, you know, it's slacked down and it goes up through the car and it's clamped, even though it's clamped, if you pull on that line, on the skid line up here, or move it around much, it does. You know, if those guys are setting chokers, it'll yank the chokers back from them and stuff like that. And the same if they're spitting line out and they're walking down the hill and you're holding slack, it'll pull back on them. And it sucks, trust me. It pisses people off. So the reason you put that block in there is to keep that skid line up off the ground so that it's not, especially on like this landing we're on right now. I mean, it's right there, straight off, and then right straight back up. So they're looking right up the crack of the devil's ass all day long. And having that out of the way is just another added thing that they don't, you know, have to watch for. So it's just one of those things that helps tremendously. So yeah, I'll get some video of the wheel and show you what that, because you can't have them built up. A lot of guys just take a welder and just and these carriages, you're supposed to be able to hold the skid line so that it's up in the air, but you know, it kind of just pulls it off and when the wheel is new and everything's working right, if you hold the skid line and they hit slack, it'll either burn it in two or kill the motor on the carriage. That's how much it's pulling. So when it gets to where it's slipping and you got to go into like second gear to get it to pull more or whatever, then your wheels get wore out. So yeah, we'll get some of that here in a bit. Yeah, there's old Ben Baker. I thought, actually that last road they did turned out to be a really nice road. I thought that if come on, down, down, down. I thought that if I waited till after road change to try to get some video, that I'd be able to get a better shot of their last road there, because it was pretty decent, but obviously I can't. I can't believe the difference in the timber over there and the stuff on this side, you know, and it's exact same age timber as what was over there, but the wood is so much nicer. Like right there where those guys are setting their chokers at, that's a dandy stick. It's getting ready to come in actually, so you'll see it here in just a second. Anyway, so yeah, that block on the skyline, somebody commented and said, you know, that's a pretty slick idea, and it absolutely is. And then somebody else commented and was like, well, I think I understand it. But yeah, so basically, like I was saying this morning, that it just holds the skid line up out of the chute, out of the processor operator's way. It helps a lot. It really helps both of us, you know. And when I'm shipping the rigging back, if the skid line drops down you know, it falls under his horse head or on, you know, and then it starts burning on his head there. So, and he's got to get in and grab the logs just as soon as he can, because I mean, the processor is so much faster than doing it by hand, but it's still only so fast, you know. So they've got to get the logs out of the chute. It just helps out all around. Like I say, they do make this morphodite looking thing that you put on there. They probably charge way too much money for it, but yeah, you can just take a couple of blocks, you know, one on the Skyline, put a swivel in it, one on the skid line, or like they got down there, just the sleeve shackle over the Skyline, because it only runs up a few feet and then drops back down. So yeah, it don't take much at all, but it sure helps a lot. Boy, we are sitting right on top of the world here. Yeah, see, we'll come. Oh, that stupid sun. Well, I'll have to wait. Quick time, I'll stand up the edge of the landing there. Yeah, we're gonna log around to here, down to the draw, and then jump up and come down again. Sitting right on top of the world here now. Yeah, too bad it was foggy the whole time, and I had to take a couple of days off while they were over there, so I didn't get any good video of both the art setting side by side. But I guess Ben and them guys are going to Feller Bunch Piles next. That ought to be kind of exciting. Alright, well, just checking in today. Maybe we'll... God dang it! For the life of me, I can't remember to bring that GoPro. And then once I do bring it, I've got a bunch of video at home. I know what I'll do. I know how I can get it uploaded. Okay, so yeah, you guys are I'm gonna throw a bunch of videos at you here tonight and tomorrow, because I just realized how I can get it uploaded. Stay safe, friends. Get logs, huh? Came out.